Alrighty, and then the last game to talk about, the Sunday night football game, Chiefs at Ravens, and wow, living up to truly the expectations that this, rivalry should be, is kind of, advertised as. So well done for the Ravens. Finally, Lamar Jackson beating Patrick Mahomes by 1 point out here, 36-35, and the Ravens get it done. So let's start seeing what was happening in this game. So let's start here with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson since they won the game. So Lamar Jackson passes the ball 18 of 26. That is, what do we get? 69% completion percentage, fantastic. 239 yards, 1 touchdown. He did throw two interceptions though. The first one was a pick six on the first drive of the game, but he bounces back, comes up with a touchdown on his next possession, fantastic. And then his second interception was also in the first quarter, and I believe Tyrann Mathieu had both of these picks, no? Tyrann Mathieu got the second one, and I believe who had the pick six? Tyrann Mathieu for the first one, and he scored a touchdown. So Tyrann Mathieu balling out. We know we kind of talk about him as the best safety in the league, and he always shows out. Got to give credit to him. So Lamar Jackson in a huge game throws 2 interceptions, a pick six in the first quarter, but then ends up just bouncing back and stays the course, stays with the game plan, and wins the game. So for that, Lamar Jackson, you got to give him a ton of credit for that. All right, so 239 passing yards by Lamar Jackson. He also was the leading rusher, obviously. 16 carries for 107 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns, doing it all. We get Tyson Williams, the second leading rusher here, 13 carries for 77 yards. Latavius Murray, 9 carries for 36 yards. And then Devontae Freeman, 2 carries for 29 yards. Had a big old run right there. I believe he set up a score. Did he set up this first touchdown? Big run. Devontae Freeman, 31 yards. Fantastic. Yeah, he set up that first touchdown for the Ravens. That's what I thought. So, yeah, Latavius Murray doing his thing. We still did not see Le'Veon Bell, so we'll see if we see him in week 3. But overall, the Ravens still put up 36 points, so very, very well done by everybody involved. Basically, Lamar Jackson, since he's basically the offense, rushing and passing and doing everything himself. Putting up 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing. All right, let's see who Lamar Jackson was throwing to. Marquise Brown, 6 receptions for 113 yards and a touchdown. Mark Andrews, second leading receiver, 5 receptions for 57 yards. Then we get Sammy Watkins, 4 receptions for 44 yards. So spreading it all around. You love to see it. But, yeah, I mean, just stood the course, made it 14-14 in the second quarter. Chiefs go back up 21-14. Ravens get a field goal, making it 21-17 at halftime. Chiefs come back out and score another touchdown. First possession in the second half, making it 28-17. Then the Ravens go down and score a touchdown, making it 28-24. But then the Chiefs are like, hang on, anything y'all can do, I can do better. They score another touchdown, really keeping all the pressure on the Ravens. They're down 35-24 with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Then they punt. Then Patrick Mahomes throw a pick. Lamar Jackson scores a touchdown, making it 35-30. The Chiefs have to punt again. Ravens take advantage, score a touchdown, making it 36-35 with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And then the Chiefs fumble the ball. Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbles the ball, and that is game time. So well done with the Ravens. I mean, adversity from the first possession, throwing that pick six, keeping up that adversity with the Chiefs piling on the touchdowns. Ravens still turning the ball over, and they stick with it and pull it out at the end. So big credit there to Lamar Jackson. Big credit here by the Ravens and just keeping at it, never getting down on themselves and winning the game. All right, now let's talk about the Chiefs here. Patrick Mahomes goes 24 of 31. Great there by Patrick Mahomes, obviously. 77% completion percentage, 343 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception, like we said, came in the third quarter and led to a touchdown for the Ravens, so not great, making it a 5-point deficit for the Ravens after the touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 13 carries for 46 yards with the game-losing fumble, unfortunately, there. Once again, you would have left Patrick Mahomes, 4 minutes to do what he does, and that's to go down only down 1 point. They can easily get into field goal position. They were already in field goal position when Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbled the ball at the 32-yard line. So, once again, it's really like, Lamar Jackson should have been 0-4 against Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs should have won this game, and you just can't let let the Chiefs have the ball last in the game or they will win it. So that's how you beat the Chiefs. Keep the ball out of their hands at the last possession, and that's what the Ravens did. They forced a fumble there by Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back, and they take the ball out of the Chiefs' hands. They're not the ones with the ball in their hands at the end of the game. If they were, they would have won the game. So Chiefs still basically won the game. Unfortunately, they fumbled the ball there, so they lose. But man, oh man, the Chiefs, man, they just don't lose normally, folks. They just don't lose. They never get blown out. They never get shut out. They never, get down on themselves and keep imploding or anything like that. So this Chiefs team is still great. The Lamar Jackson beating them once, doesn't really change anything. And if they have to face again in the playoffs, I think we have to take the Chiefs, honestly. But we'll see what happens. But well done with Lamar Jackson. We still got to give him credit. All right, let's see who Patrick Mahomes was throwing to here. Travis Kelce, leading receiver. That shouldn't surprise anybody. 7 receptions for 109 yards and a touchdown. Brian Pringle, 2 receptions, 63 yards and a touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 5 receptions, 55 yards. And then look at this. Tyreek Hill, 3 receptions for 14 yards. The Ravens locking up Tyreek Hill is probably the biggest takeaway from this game. That should be the biggest takeaway of the game. Tyreek Hill not getting free and only having 14 yards receiving. That is the biggest takeaway of this game, hands down. All right, and then we kind of see John Harbaugh asking Lamar Jackson on the sideline, hey, you want to go for this on 4th down to really kind of ice it out? And, he believes in Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson says, yeah, I want to go for this, and they go for it, and they get it, and they ice the game. So well done by, John Harbaugh. We love hearing head coaches taking input from everybody, the players, the coaches on the coaching staff to truly get an understanding of what should be going on here. And John Harbaugh asked Lamar Jackson, hey, should we go for this? You want to go for this? And then kind of, goes along with whatever Lamar Jackson says, the leader. So has big belief in Lamar Jackson, and we absolutely love that. So credit John Harbaugh that. And then we got to credit Sammy Watkins this. Big celebration here between Lamar Jackson and Sammy Watkins after winning the game last night. And that's so great because yesterday on the show, our kind of pre-game show leading up to the games yesterday, we read the quote from Sammy Watkins talking about Lamar Jackson being like, hey, I know Lamar Jackson wants this win so bad against Patrick Mahomes. He's 0-3 in their season series. I'm going to do whatever I can to win that game. And he knows, Sammy Watkins was saying, there is an energy in this locker room to win just for Lamar Jackson. Everybody wanted to win just for Lamar Jackson because of that 0-3 stat against Patrick Mahomes for his legacy and all that. So well done for Sammy Watkins doing his thing to get the win, and a true team effort win out here, and everyone's happy for Lamar Jackson. And that's what makes this team so great. The chemistry here offensively and overall here for the team. Everybody buys into each other. It's a true brotherhood. Everybody wants each other to win and be successful, and that's what Sammy Watkins was explaining in that quote, and it's truly shown here on the field celebrating together.